Good morning. Or straight up way afternoon, depending where you're at. Today's date is June 21st. Okay. No snow today. The car says it's 73 outside, but the sun is definitely coming down. I might have to get that sunshade. Camping in the middle of the desert in the daytime, it's pretty hot. So, alright, you have to go left. Only go left here. You cannot go right for sure. Bye, Scott. Wish we had a little bit more shade up here at the top of the mountain. Let's see what's gonna happen. Hardware 3, 2018 Model S. One person coming that way. I don't see anybody that way. Let's go. Let's go for it. What are we waiting for? Will you ever go on your own? There's nobody up here. This is the best time ever to go. It's doing it. It's doing it. So it's not hands-free driving. I need to check in every now and then to make sure that it is still driving by doing that every now and then. You'll see a little white indicator pop up here, and that's the sign telling me I need to touch the steering wheel. Just a little bit of snow over there, I think. Other than that, the snow is gone. Today, at least. That's weird. I wonder if the computer just gave up on it. I'm starting to question that date. I have another phone right here. It says it's June 26th, Thursday. That makes more sense. Oh, yeah. June 26th. So apparently I could not check in to see if it's currently up to date or not. A lot of people over there. Definitely still has some snow up there. Gotta do something about that. just moving the dust around, I think, at this point. Why are you doing that? Seemed like a good idea at the time. It was like, let's signal. Wait, it's not where we want to go. On the way up, it was pretty uneventful. We had a long train of cars like this because I semi with a load of gasoline or something. Big old tanker truck was definitely slowing us down. There was probably about 30 people behind that car or truck semi. They did eventually pull off though. I should have got it on camera. Even the semi follows the rules. Eventually. And then I did manage to get a driving into the sun takeover needed immediately. Beep, 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 beep. Which, coming up the mountain, going around these turns with the glaring sun in your eyeballs, and then the car telling you, yeah, the sun's in my eyeballs too. Hopefully you got this. I was like, oh snap. Trying to be like, That's the hard part right there. I mean, a lot of people are already calling me out. I'm complacent as can be, pretty much. I don't know how much more complacent I can get. I do try to stay alert, and I definitely look for situations that are out of the norm. And it's been more and more difficult to gauge that type of thing. But for a situation like this, I am completely at ease. There's pretty much nothing side of this mountain just blowing up, being struck by some bunker hitter bombs. Nothing gonna knock me off this hill. This car has got it. It will drive itself down. That's fine. It's good. It can do it. I don't have to worry about the crazy sun directly into the lights. If the sun hits the cameras just right, it freaks out the HW3 for sure. Remember, this is an old 2018. It's crazy how ancient this technology is. The newer Teslas They still feel like Teslas, but they are just like you're in the future. But even this old car, 7-year-old car, has got so much more tech than my 2019 Ford Fusion did. This is probably my favorite turn right here. Coming up and going down. Can definitely send it around that corner. It's got some grippy stuff in the pavement. If you've watched the previous videos, you might see me going over the lines a couple times here on some of my trips down. Well, also pay attention to know if that's because someone's behind me or someone's in front of me. Because depending on how the road conditions are, I can actually give it some acceleration, like hit the juice, and it can go faster around this turn right here. And it will go faster than it can, or than it's prepared to. So the car has calculated a nice trajectory around this corner and speed, and if I go and put outside influence into that, it will affect that negatively. It's not going to be like end of the world, but it could be pretty bad. If I'm going around this corner, I'm just giving it a little bit of gas, and I start drifting into that yellow line and over it, and then there's somebody else coming the other way. You do see some speed demons on this hill. It's a hell of a lot of fun. This is the main thing that you should do when you are in Reno and you test drive a Cybertruck or any Model S or okay, or any of the Tesla vehicles, really. I mean, if you just want to try out the full self-driving, you don't care about these exhilarating turns and acceleration, then just go for the nice leisurely stroll of watching this. It's an amazing miracle of technology. However, if you're more into the driving side of things, get that Cybertruck beast, head on up to the top of this mountain, and hopefully no one's in your way. And if they are in your way, what I did when I had the Cybertruck for my rental or my trial period or whatever, I just would pull over in one of those pullover lanes and wait. So the person that was in front of me going slow would be like, hey, they're gone. I wonder where they went. And then the next couple turns later, they'll be like, holy crap, they came back really fast. Maybe I should be the one pulling over. I don't know. People want to enjoy the mountain. It's all about the pursuit of happiness. Alright. 30-minute delay possible. And the car is stopping on its own. Good thing I wasn't racing like a dumbass. 70 miles an hour. But there's plenty of signs warning construction ahead and stuff. There's some of those pine cones on the side of the road. That's a whole industry. People are selling pine cones. This could get pretty boring. Dang. I gotta go around the mountain the other way. It's only showing a slight delay here. Let's see how bad I can screw things up. Technically, I'm still in drive, so I'm surprised that they let me get this far, actually. The advertisement works. Thanks, Subaru. Definitely found the rest of the people.
Get special offers on select Subaru EV models. Going on now.
Let's skip the ad.
Ambiguously gay duel, tonight's episode, the dark quenched hole of evil.
And with this flesh-ray weapon I've designed, no one will be safe from our deadly
Is that Jim Carrey?
cyber heel. Never mind that. We've broken into Ace and Gary's communication network.
Ace and
So we
Gary.
can track their whereabouts. No, their credit card account. Any smoking guns, Lizardo?
Not yet. Subscriptions to Men's Fitness, Men's Cleanliness, GQ.
GQ's gay? Not as much anymore. They've got that women men love thing. That's quiet. Hey, Gary, we have reason to believe Big Head and his cronies are hacking into your system. Why, Commissioner, that's a penetration of our privacy. I think the term is invaders, eh? Those villains, they're trying to probe our most sensitive areas. I can feel it. Commissioner, are you there? We really have to be going. Commissioner,
We really have to be going.
you figure the perks, and we give them our fists. Gotta go. To the dual car, Gary. You got it, Ace. running out. Thrust it, Gary.
Let's see. Nose hair trimmer.
What about gay porn?
The online gay porn sites are very secure. I have my limits.
So if someone had bleached their pubic hair, you couldn't find out?
Well, yes, if the person bought items that would indicate it, I could.
What if he paid cash? Or used a credit card once in 1997? Did that follow him to his grave? Moving on. Here's a
Moving on.
Just survey all the male hookers in the area and find out who they've been sleeping with. That's not a good idea.
No.
No, I don't like
Let's
it. Don't say anything else.
Where's the entrance, Ace? Let's just stick it right through the dumpster, Gary. Reverse. Thrust. Reverse. Thrust.
Is that Stephen Colbert?
Vibration mode. Now who's being penetrated without expecting it?
Epic pardon. The flesh ray. Fire it now.
Whoa! What's happening? Gary!
Feeling smooth.
You scoundrels! Transforming my partner into warm, juicy flesh!
Plus, we're letterboxed.
You're finished. Release the cyber.
Wait! Its ray won't stop firing!
Oh, wow.
It's the god, I swear!
Tell me something. How much did you pay for that thing?
Less than I paid for your mother.
Wonder.
Think we can take him, Ace?
I think we can.
What's everybody looking at? We can't stop them. We need a new plan. May I suggest something we haven't addressed?
Yes, please.
What if they are bi? Oh, come on. Let's go.
I'm with radio. Look, nobody's bi. That is just a gay guy who occasionally bangs a lady.
Well, what's Andy take then?
Can we go, please?
There could be more, Gary. We better get a good stretch.
I am begging you to focus.
Come on. They got away, Ace.
Hold on, friend of friends. Picking up some disturbing chatter on my exponder. They've gone to the roof. Hey, Gary, come on my back. Got you now, big head. You may look real, but you're still real. I got the tail, Gary. Go for the neck. That's where it's most sensitive. Yes, that's it. Bite the head, Gary. Bite the head hard. Now what are you looking at? Nothing.
What's this, dude? You're supposed to be a British soldier.
No? I'm an American.
You're someone specific. Oh, you think you're Mel Gibson from The Patriot?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We can skip this. I know you already had this argument in your showers. You think you look like sexy Mel Gibson?
There's a lot of overlap between our characters. I think you're George Washington. That's great.
Talk about it. Tall, Jack, Christian genius.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I don't think Jews fought in the revolution anymore. I think they were too busy selling guns to both sides.
Okay, that's anti-Semitic.
It is anti-Semitic. George Washington, dude. Right?
Tired booger. Oh, thank you.
Where'd you guys find this stuff? Reenactors games. Thankfully, most reenactors are fat. What's this, dude? You're supposed to be a British soldier.
No? I'm an American.
You're someone specific. You think you're Mel Gibson from The Patriot?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We can skip this. I know you already had this argument in your showers. You think you look like sexy?
What do we got going on over here, guys?
Okay, well, Charlie, when we thought it was your birthday, we went through your dream book and we tried to recreate some of the stuff we found in there.
Okay, denim chicken.
Yes!
Denim chicken. We also have the bird with teeth.
Yep.
Wow! I'm assuming the teeth are fake, yes? Yes, well, they're not real human teeth, if that's what you're asking me. No, I mean, did you discover a bird with teeth in this fashion? That does not exist in nature. Okay, not sure about that, but either way, will work.
Okay, so Charlie, this is my favorite part. We weren't quite sure what a worm hat was, right? So we made a few of them. This is the first one. It's a hat made of worms, okay? And then option number 2 is a hat that you put on, and when you do that, you look maybe like you're a worm, right? And then the third one, and this is the best one, Charlie, is a hat for your worm, for your teeny tiny little worm. Yeah,
It's a teeny tiny little
if you
hat.
want to.
What do we got going on over here, guys?
Okay, well, Charlie, when we thought it was your birthday, we went through your dream book and we tried to recreate some of the stuff we found in there.
Okay,
This just in. Mint Mobile and Samsung are teaming up for an incredible new deal. Switch now and get Mint's unlimited premium wireless, the new Galaxy S25 Galaxy AI for $30 a month. And you can be a fully functional participant in any group chat. See videos, reaction with emojis, the whole deal. More breaking news. This is neither news nor is anything breaking. I'm not a journalist, and this is just a gimmick. You know, humans are very funny creatures, aren't they? It's just in. Mint Mobile and Samsung are teaming up for an incredible new deal. Switch now.
I want to show you the magic trick that literally changed the direction of my life. My mother showed me this trick a long time ago. When I asked her what its secret was, she told me, Michael, I don't know, what just happens. And ever since that day, I have loved math and recreational mathematics.
Here's Poppy.
You start with a deck of 52 cards. It can be anyone's deck shuffled in any way. Just pull out a card, turn it over, and look at its value. 8. Now, from 8, count up to 13, just like this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, turn it over. Now, we're going to do this as many times as we can. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Next up, we've got a jack. The jack is worth 11, 12, 13. Turn it over. We've got ourselves a king. A king is already worth 13. That pile is done. We're going to move on to 6, 13. Do we have enough for one more pile? I don't think so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Didn't make it. So these cards are going to stay in my hand. Now, once you've got these piles, ask someone to pick any 3 piles they want. Let's say they pick this one, and they pick this one, and they pick that one. Perfect. Wonderful. Take all the other piles away and add them back to your hand. Then, ask the person to choose 2 of these piles. Let's say they pick this one and this one. Turn over their top cards, and then ask them to take the number 10 and add to 10 this value and that value. Well, 10 plus 9 is 19, plus 6 is 25. Now all you have to do is take those cards in your hand and deal out 25 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Wonderful. Now how many cards are left in your hand? Well, I've got here 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And that's a very special number because that is exactly the same as the value on this top card. This will work every time, and here's why. As it turns out, the value of the top card on each pile tells us how many additional cards are in my hand. That's because every time I built a pile, I would put down a card, and then I would put down 13 more cards for a total of 14 cards per pile, minus this many cards. That number of cards stayed in my hand. I skipped that many while counting. And so in this case, I don't have 3 piles of 14 cards each, but if I did, I would have 14 times 3 cards on the table. 52. Well, I began with 52. So if these piles had 14 in them each, if I hadn't skipped anything, I would have 10 cards in my hand. But in the case of this pile, 6 of them stayed in my hand, here 4 stayed in my hand, and here 9 stayed in my hand. So the number of cards in my hand is 10 plus 6 plus 4 plus 9. Which means when I don't know one of the numbers, I can figure out what it is by simply taking out 10 cards, and then 6, and then 9, and the number of cards left in my hand will exactly match the value of the remaining total card. I want to show you the magic trick that literally changed the direction.
By the way, that story about my made-up backstory, I've never told that before.
Mark Hamill just revealed this backstory for Luke Skywalker that he came up with, and it might just be way better than what we got in the movies.
I said, can I make up my own backstory of why he is the way he is? I don't want to just say that, you know, I have bumped my head and that brain damage. Brain damage. He said, yeah, do whatever you want. So I made up a much, much darker backstory that I thought could justify him being that way. What could make someone give up a devotion to what is basically a religious entity, to give up being a Jedi? The love of a woman. So he falls in love with the woman. He gives up being a Jedi. They have a child together. At some point, the child, as a toddler, picks up an unattended lightsaber, pushes the button, and is killed instantly. The wife is so full of grief,
Just do it.
she kills herself.
Okay, don't do it. I
By the
don't
way,
care.
that story about my made-up backstory,
Just
I've
leave
never
your joints
told
to go
that
on all day, I
Mark
guess.
Hamill just revealed this backstory for Luke Skywalker that he came up with, and it might just be way better than what we got in the movies.
I said, can I make up my own backstory of why he is the way he
Just
is? I don't want to
been
just
on
say,
for like
you know,
30 seconds now.
bumped my head and that brain damage.
Finally
He said,
did
yeah,
it.
do whatever you want. So I made up a much, much darker backstory that I thought could justify him being that way. What could make someone give up a devotion to his basic religious entity to get
Once again, hanging out in the left lane. So I can get past the left. quite a bit of traffic up here. Slow down, expect delays. Interesting move. And you wanna go back? Ruh-roh. Oh, snap. So the car just got over for that motorcycle to go by. That's kind of cool. from this lane, I can go anyway. Let's see how busy the car wash is. Nope, 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 nope. We're turning right here. Go ahead. You can do it. I believe in you. Ooh, you got a taco truck over there. I wonder if I should go get some food. What is that? Porsche? Vet. Where you going, bro? Hell yeah. It's interesting. It's not updating the day. Okay. There's. I would turn that off. Okay. And neutral. Neutral is just a slight up on the stick, like a half up. I reckon we're probably gonna make it to the Planet Fitness. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on. Work. It'll take us 25 minutes to get there. Currently, traffic doesn't look too bad. I was just looking and thinking, there's snow right there. And so I'm thinking it's like maybe the VC Highlands. Maybe it's, I can't be looking all the way back to Lake Tahoe. Yeah. Is that Mount Rose over there? Sure looks different. Doesn't seem possible. It's got me sitting just like that. And to my right-ish, out my window, Sunflower Mountain, which is right next to Mount Rose. So, yeah. Basically the same mountain that I just came from. I found a way to get new games. Newer games, at least. Via the YouTube app. Mark. YouTube. found it. It's not very efficient holding onto the phone and playing the game. I managed to get a neck flip in. Oh, it didn't count. Boo. I would have got at least another 1,000 points. Been upgrading my vehicle a little bit. I maxed out on mid-air control, but engine and suspension and tires could use some work. And then we have the old vehicle. We got 4 different stages. So it's the light version, but it's a new game. If we get rid of the pedals. I don't know what that even means. Ouch. Hey. What the heck is that thing? Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh god. Oh no. That's how you really get hurt. Oh. Alright, y'all. That's 1 hour long. I gotta stop it. It was nice seeing you again. Thanks for watching. Bye.